Thanks to our friends at The Motley Fool for sponsoring this video. Visit fool.com/Rive to receive the top 10 stocks to buy right now. Ride-sharing service Uber and Waymo, the autonomous driving company, announced a partnership yesterday. And this is one of the most interesting partnerships. I think I've talked here on this channel about something like this probably coming in the future as Waymo tries to figure out its own business model and Uber sees a lot of autonomous driving competition coming. But they finally decided to work together. They're going to be launching in Phoenix. So I want to go through exactly what was announced, what to watch for, and then what the strategic challenges might be for Uber trying to get into autonomous driving. My name is Travis William. Thanks for watching Rive Investing. Please subscribe here on YouTube for all my content. And let's get right to the press release. This is from Uber, says that today Waymo and Uber Technologies are excited to announce a new multi-year strategic partnership to make the Waymo driver available to more people using the Uber platform starting in Phoenix. So we know they're going to be starting in Phoenix. Don't know exactly how quickly this service is going to scale. A couple of things that I think are interesting here is that these are going to be Waymo driver vehicles. These are not going to be Uber vehicles. And then also that the Waymo app, Waymo has been testing its autonomous driving in the Phoenix area, and the Waymo app will still be available. So this is basically going to be for a way for Waymo to get more users and gives Uber an opportunity to kind of dip its toe into autonomous driving without having to buy a company like Waymo from Alphabet, however that might look. Now, we don't know a ton about this partnership besides the fact that it's going to be starting later this year. One of the things that I think probably brought this on is the fact that Cruise, which I have shown here, is launching in 2 more cities in Texas later this year. They will be in 5 cities probably by the end of the summer. So they're really scaling up their operations. And at the same time, they're going to be launching this Cruise Origin, this custom built vehicle that you can see right here. Fits 4 passengers, can be used for food delivery. It can hold a wheelchair, all kinds of great uses for this. The Waymo vehicles are still going to be retrofitted vehicles. So just a couple of things to note there on what this actually is going to look like in practice. Obviously, Uber has the network of users and the network of drivers. That is clear. They're 100% the leader there. It makes sense for them to want to get into autonomous driving. And they tried to do that a few years ago. They ran into a number of problems and basically shut that down. And now they're looking at it again. The challenge is going to be your current suppliers are people who are driving their own vehicles. If you're coming into the market with an autonomous vehicle, that autonomous vehicle should be lower costs. It's available 24/7, but it's going to be competing with your existing supply. So do you have a different price structure for the autonomous vehicle and the driver? Is the autonomous vehicle going to be less? So people are going to start moving away from their driver vehicles. I think that would be a tough position to be in. Also, are you going to make your suppliers mad? Are they going to move over to a service like Lyft? That is absolutely possible, and we've seen that happen in the past. Whereas a company like Cruise is building from nothing. The disadvantage is you don't have that scale. You don't have hundreds of millions of people using your app. The advantage is you can come in with a lower price because you don't have any drivers at all. You don't have to deal with any of that infrastructure or cost that goes into having the driver. So there's basically 2 strategies. The established strategy, bringing in new technology, and then there's the upstart, which would be Cruise in this case. We will see how this plays out. I think that it's going to be harder than it seems for Uber to introduce an autonomous vehicle that isn't its own. Eventually, they may have to buy one of these autonomous vehicle companies, but at that point, they're going to be years behind Cruise. That's just the way that I'm thinking about this market right now. But I do think it's absolutely worth it for Uber to try to test this out and see how it goes. So I'll definitely be covering this because Cruise and General Motors, as a result, is one of the companies I'm most bullish on. But I want to see how Uber handles this and how it goes both in Phoenix and then how quickly they're expanding to other markets. But what did you think about this announcement? I'd love to hear your comments in the comment section below. Don't forget to follow Rive Investing. Thanks for watching, everybody. See you here next time.